The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover.
A give now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. They'll throw it. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments...
They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it sets up first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. It goes down as a gain of nothing on the run, and now they're left with 3rd and 14. Looking for a throw here. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing now, off play action. Hits his running back. Fights across for the touchdown. The Nighthawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it almost every game. Yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complementary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one right down the middle. And the Nighthawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Huskies and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Here he goes on the bootleg. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Pass play coming here. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Throwing it again here. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Huskies get it down to a single point. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies tie this game 7-7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Pass play now. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Running back sent in motion. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action on first. It is caught left side. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And they'll have first down. From the red zone now. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Huskies take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here's Jones. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick six. Escapes the pocket. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one gains 7. And it'll give him a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Scott reels it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Cut out left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Nighthawks flying out their punt team. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing it to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight end.
Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Huskies lining up for a punt. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. Setting up the screen. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 28. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They motion the tight end over. Here's 2nd and 7. Complete over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 3rd and just 2 to go. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On now comes their punter. Jones out there to return it. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On first down, they'll run. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Caught for big yards on the right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives them the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
The give now out of the shotgun. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Now this offense ready to head back out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Setting up a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's complete to Pittman. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. He'll look to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Completed over the middle. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Play action on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. One play in, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He just throws this one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this 1st half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they're ready to begin their drive. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 35 on 2nd down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Third down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. He'll throw it yet again. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. So that's the half. After 2, it's the Huskies. Currently in front in Canton. Now we'll get you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to deliver the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start out west in the capital city of Sacramento, California, where you see the final score there. 20-15 was your final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Nighthawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They go play action on first. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They'll try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll give them a first down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw now. This throw is caught. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
They're going to look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Nighthawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Nighthawks tie things up at 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll set it. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Throwing off the play fake here. And oh, she missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Man in motion here. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. They get to him and bring him down. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. The Huskies lining up for a punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Handoff now to the receiver. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Nighthawks take a third-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And the Nighthawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First throw for the backup now. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 26-yard line.
Tossing right to the short side. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A loss of 9.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Nighthawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. This set of downs starts with an option right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the... And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
The Nighthawks flying out their punt team. And they could really use a good one here. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He'll try and run this. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning the tight end now. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10. Let's go.
Plowing up the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
37-yard line.
To throw it on 1st down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back to throw. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. He's going to throw this one. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Nighthawks take over on his 5th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play, salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
Call it a lone yard on the run. It's going to be 4th down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 now. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Canton. Huskies losing by 7. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Huskies cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Complete out to the right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Here he is to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in, too. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Right up the gut. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. 2nd and 3 now. One of the tight ends in motion left. They give it to him again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on 4th down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And when it mattered most, he got it. No miss this time. He wins this game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Nighthawks emerge as winners as we say so long from Canton.